What's up, guys? Fellowship of the mighty SH channel, I salute you all. And today I bring you a token of my appreciation to you all. Appreciation is the word I meant to say. And yeah, today I bring you the finals of Use It Lose It tournament 2016 itself. And it was fought versus Wolf Ulda. I'm gonna show you game 1, then I'm gonna show you game 4. Let's jump right into it. So yeah, I picked tittle. It was my last, let's say, I tier faction with Arverni. It was pretty much my last I tier faction. So I picked this. He countered with Mighty Suebi. And looking at this Suebi build, it's not the type of Suebi I would use. It looks strong, but that's not the Suebi I like. But regardless, he's gonna use it well. And I went for super strong tittle, what I thought would be a decent counter to Suebi. So it's for Old Sorn, for Thracian. It was 3 Levy Freeman, 2 Spear Warriors. And yeah, I'm gonna deploy on this flank, put pressure on this flank all game long. Let's take a look at the build real fast. I have 4 Raiding Horsemen, 4 Thracian Warriors, 4 Old Sorn, 3 Levy Free, 2 Spear Warriors, 3 Celtic Slingers, and that's pretty much it. For Suebi, we have 3 Germanic Scout Riders. Raiders or Riders? Riders, okay. Spear Brother there, core of Spear Levy, backed up by 3 Sword Master. In between the Sword Master, there will be Berserkers. Do we see Wooden Spear? No Wooden. That's an interesting choice, especially versus Titleists. I think I would bring Wooden for sure. He's gonna have Ariovistus General and also 3 Germanic Slingers. And so obviously, in my opinion, Suebi is a much better faction than Titleist, especially that Titleist doesn't really have the cavalry it needs to counter those Suebi units. And actually, let's give him a mention. Not a single Bloodthorn unit. That's pretty amazing. Not a single Bloodthorn, which are the most cost-effective units in game. In my opinion, he doesn't bring any. So I think that's a wild card by him. I think though he knew versus Titleist, maybe I would have those Thracian, which would be a decent counter to Bloodthorn unless they get a Jav toss in the face. So we're gonna see the skirmishing battle has begun. Germanic scouts shooting at these guys. Here I will get the upper hand in the skirmishing fight. Get a free charge right into those Germanic slingers, and these guys don't have the time to really throw a nice Jav volley, though these guys will. So these guys, I will lose around, yeah, let's say 10, 12 maybe? 12 men, 11. Yeah, 11 men, 12 men. Ooh. 12 men to discharge, but it was worth it. I damaged those Germanic slingers big time. And here I'm gonna go on full retreat, try to lure as much as I can his unit, crack his main line, then I can perhaps focus on the... and you're going to see, this is a new strategy I've been using. Rather than using only my meat shield versus his meat shield, and rather than using my cheaper sword, I will try to do a quick blow with Bloodthorn, retreat Blunt-Sword and Oathsworn, and then reinforce with Thracian Warriors. Here the fight is about to start. I'm gonna get my charge, and here comes fast charge. So good timing for his fast charge. My units are pinned. If he micro it well, it should be painful for me. Here I'm gonna try to blunt as much as I can. Slinger's going to be firing at Berserkers, and here is some sort of thank you, Monstro, you're the man of the year. I have honored SH. Oh, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Okay, and so his fast charge is on his way. I will be able to blunt it on most part, but those Berserkers will just go right through my Spear Warriors and wreck them also. I'm able to blunt pretty much all of his fast charge. Let's see what Thracian can do versus Berserkers. I think those Berserkers are going to melt actually. Oh, they do take quite a beating. Ooh, that's lethal. Here you're going to see Thracian Warriors once again charging into Swordmaster and Berserkers. Okay. And there I'm going to get my outsword into Swordmaster. Same thing pretty much everywhere. I try to get my Thracian into those Berserkers and fast moving units. Now fast charge as word off. But so far, if we look at the fight, I mean, the engagement are looking decent for me. Thracian warriors, though, with their poor moral, was maybe not the best choice. And here, wow, magnificent play by him. He's going to get to my slingers. My slingers are off the field. He's going to get rear shot right into those Oathsorn. I wouldn't be surprised if he put those Spear brothers there to get Jav in there. So, I mean, Oathsorn doing relatively well everywhere. Here I have two Oathsorn actually wrecking his general, so this is good. My general is taking quite a beating, though. Those Berserkers are a pain in the ass. And losing my Slinger is... yeah, and my Slingers were pretty important, I think. Bloodthorn here getting wrapped pretty much everywhere, so this isn't looking good at all for me. He's getting nice Jav toss into my general and into another Oathsorn. I'm about to lose my general, actually. He's gonna go very early in the battle. Thracian warriors getting fired. They're gonna catch those spear walls, though, I want to say. But as you see, there's a lot of deadly troop left for Swebby. It's pretty much impossible for me to do a comeback at this point. He's going to send these guys in there. Good job by Ulda. I was surprised by what he achieved with his build. No Bloodthorn. It actually makes me want to try build like his. I normally rely on speed and just flexibility with Swebby, but he, on this case, relied on a strong punching force add-on engagement, which is something I rarely do with Swebby, to be honest. Good job by Ulda. This was a good game, and the first battle, after this battle, I was very doubtful. I was not certain of winning this tourney. I mean, this sets the momentum for him. If he plays like that and uses faction well, as he did there, he's gonna wreck my ass. Iris General is dead, so Swebby General is dead, but that's too little too late. I have Levy free, Raiding Horse, Oathsorn, two Oathsorn. So this isn't looking good for me, so let's just fast forward. Perhaps get some nice cinematic view in there. So yeah, Oathsorn, sorry, are going to get charged like crazy, and we just see the Berserkers coming back. They went in the forest, gathered some mushroom, and they're ready for the fight. In the back we see my units running away. So very well done by Ulda. Oathsorn doing their job. Oathsorn did their job pretty much everywhere. Mistake, I think, was the way I used Thracian warriors. The way I used my skirmishing horsemen was not the proper way at all. I mean, I ended up chasing Germanic scout riders to the end of the world, but the truth is I needed them to empty up their Jav into Berserkers and get charged afterwards into Berserkers. Here in the last attempt, I'm gonna try to pop Ed Hunt, but they're going to rout with 242 kills. So, good job to Ulda. If we take a look at the build, is Swordmaster doing a very decent, is doing well. I think what made the difference in this battle is that he had some good fear effects in there, and basically half of my army is very low moral. I have those Oathsorn that are going to go through L without routing. Actually, my general getting crapped on. This Oathsorn not doing its job. These two doing decent job. The three chevrons, so this guy must have wrecked Swordmaster and Berserkers, both of them. Celtic Slingers, oh man, what a waste of money. Single Raiding Horseman doing fine, the others completely misused. Spear Warriors, I want to say it was a good call to bring them, but didn't pay attention enough to what type of engagement they were getting into. These guys had to work in coalition with those Thracian warriors in order to pay off. So get your Thracian in there, get Spear Warriors, retreat Thracian, and then these guys gonna hold a bit longer. Levy Freeman doing what they do best. And yeah, look at his slingers, decent job. I say decent because, well, actually terrible job, let's be honest with each other's. Is Germanic Scout Riders not getting that many kills, but they did a fantastic job. They actually disturbed 4 raiding horsemen. This one getting a shit ton of kill at my slingers. Spear wall used properly. I never used this unit, but he did it well. Spear brothers, 4 of them. That was I love his build. It's a weird build, to be honest. Very weird build. He relies a lot on holding power, strong punching forces. A nice build overall. Spear levy doing fantastic. So yeah, this is game 1. After that, we had game 2. He picked Royal City. I countered with RDI. I was able to win. Let me know if you guys want to see this. I figured maybe nomadic battle, you guys won't love it. I was able to win regardless. Now game 3. Oh, this is versus Wolf. Okay, so game 3 was very tight. I picked Arverni. I countered with a Gitai. I was able to win, but very Pyrrhic victory. He had a nice build. I might show this battle later on, but it's not going to be in this video. Let's jump into game 4, which was the decider. So he won the first, I won the 2 others, and let's see for game 3 if it's a tie or fucking Monstro spoiled the whole thing. This video is doomed. Fuck you, Monstro. Fuck you. Okay, so let's take a look at the build real fast. I don't have time. Take a look, but I won't say it. I'll say it once it starts. So I went for 4 Outsoin, 3 Fierce Sword, actually Wolf Ulda was a very good sport because we had to redo this one because when I started I broke the rules on so many degrees. I broke 2 rules and he didn't complain at all about it. He just said okay, let's redo it, and I basically told him the changes I made in my build, and he was kind enough to stick with the same build. So a very loyal play by Wolf Ulda. Wolf member are always honorable. I had the issue with one of them, but that's unimportant. Yeah, the builds. So 3 Mighty Horse. I just said my build. Okay, so for Rome we're going to have okay. So that's going to be Evocati, Armored, Evocati, Armored, Evocati, Armored Legionnaire. Auxiliary infantry, I think it was 4 of them, both in the back and in the flank to wear off my scout riders. You're going to see I'm going to use these guys very aggressively, getting some good shot into his cavalry, I believe. No, now I'm going for the cavalry. He has 3 auxiliary cav also, and yeah, that's pretty much it. 2 gladiator spearmen, very odd choice, and but like Ulda and I were discussing, it's Rome is a weird faction to use. Actually, I feel more comfortable with fucking Iceni than Rome, to be honest. I feel Rome doesn't have the proper meat shield. They have of course they have the Astati, but under tournament rules, nobody's gonna bring Astati. Nobody. So you're going to see good harassment on my behalf, right into his cavalry, gonna cause some damage. He lost not a single cav, not a single kill just yet. Here I'm gonna do this. I don't know why I decided to charge in there. I was expecting a bit more kill and I wanted to sandwich, but I figured, let's not play with fire, I need those guys. So I get to charge, 1 kill. I'm gonna end up losing 2 cav. Bad decision. I'm gonna leave this guy there and you're going to see. This is a strategy I'm using very often. When I have skirmishing cav, I'm going to move my army to the flank of the other player. So therefore, he's gonna be forced to try to square up with me, and it's going to open his flank for my skirmishing units, and this is what I'm gonna capitalize on right now. I have some juicy targets in there. I truly need to damage those Evocati before the fight begins. If I can hurt those auxiliary cav, it's gonna be good also. So I'm gonna go for Evocati first. Let's jump back in there. technically, I want to say in raw power, his army is stronger, but I have the charge bonus. And I have a good general ability, so Evocati getting fired at. This is bad for him. I think he's gonna lose 2 of them in this little skirmishing phase. Yeah, he's gonna lose 2 of them. So you're going to see I am not an here. Woo, it could have been bad for me. And good thing for me is Cav wasn't ready to just jump in there. Could have been very bad for me and would have been a tie. But as soon as I see, look, now that's what he realized. It's just a bit too late. So as soon as I see him deciding to rush, I'm gonna be ready to counter his Cav. This was more a threat. Even if he kept on charging, I would have pulled back those guys. Those Evocati, they're taking some nasty javelin in the rear. So this is a mistake buying. You see, these guys are heavy. So with Rome, you cannot aggressive. He should have done it in a pullback maneuver to square up with me rather than pushing. So I'll keep on trying to push for the flank. Evocati, they're taking quite a beating actually. Down 111 man. It's pretty lethal. So I'm ready to start a melee fight. At this point I did some good damage. I still have some ammunition, but I think the overall damage we're done. Look at this, almost lost 13 man. This is bad. These guys will get fucking wrecked by Oathsorn at this point. So we're just, and at this point he was writing to me, oh man, fucking Rome, I do not understand this faction. And I politely answer, oh, I feel your pain. And it's true, I truly feel his pain. In that situation I would be very pissed off to be Rome. He doesn't have anything to force me to fight. And I can just skirmish him the whole beginning of the battle. So Rome is definitely, in my opinion, Nervii is much better than Rome. A lot of players will disagree, I believe, but to me I would be Nervii all day long rather than Rome. I mean Rome can lose versus so many factions. I think I got wrecked by Sparta yesterday actually. Yeah, for a all days tournament I was playing versus Lord Fuckwood, and he actually wrecked my Rome with Sparta. It was a heavy blow. We're set to play game 3 tonight. It was lagging too much and it was a nomadic versus nomadic, so I said look, let's try again tomorrow. Fuck the lags. And at this point he's gonna accept his fate, I think, a little bit. He understands that, I mean, he has to wait. I'll be the one making the move. So there's only 5 minutes left to this battle. Poor Rome. And at this point I decide, okay, let's do it. Just do it. So the fight is about to begin. You're going to see it's gonna be a lot of action. A lot of micro straight off the bat. And look, that's what I was talking about. Technically those Levy Freemen could get into the fight with auxiliary and win, but I'm gonna try to do the quick knockdown with Oathsorn, sorry, rather than a Levy free. So like that I free these guys so fast that it's worth it more than a, and yeah, these troops are out of ammunition. Okay, let's kind of slow this down. So we're going to have the auxiliary charging into those Levy free. I counter charge with my mighty horse. Here I'm going to be able to pin down his armored legionnaires with cavalry and send in my Oathsorn. And you're going to see he's going to repeat the same thing all over the place. He's just trying to cause disruption in my line with his cavalry. Armored legionnaire, this is very bad engagement for them. Here I'm gonna charge Mighty Horse into Evocati, and Fierce Sword are going to follow up right away. So the fight is into my favor, straight off the bat. This is very good. This means this flank is going to be free in approximately 2 minutes, I want to say. Because I mean I have to go through those armored legionnaire, then through some a lot of meat shield. So 2 minutes, these guys will be ready to collapse. And you see that just blunting him right there. Fierce Sword are going to cause havoc, and especially that they're followed up by Outsorn. So this is how the battle starts, and here you see Miss Micro by me. I actually have those Levy Freemen being sacrificed, but for no reason at all. I have nothing ready to throw into those armored legionnaire. I'm gonna throw in my cavalry though and get my Outsorn in there. So he's letting me engage him in a piecemeal. It's micro mistake. I don't know. I think Rome is fucked up. Rome is fucked up. That's not how you must engage with Rome. I think Rome, you need to let the enemy come to you, and that's very fucked up faction. A lot of maneuvering to counter the charge rather than getting nice charge. So Outsorn there bringing a Vok, and you're going to see as a Vocati, Armored Legionnaire, all these guys are going to get utterly wrecked, and I use my Gen ability which add melee attack to my units, and Fierce Sword are now going to be able to cycle charge over and over again. Here we have those Armored Legionnaire routing, Outsorn 101 kill, this fast in 2 minutes actually. And just this blob, you see he should be pulling back some of his unit and recharge as soon as I get my shock units in there. General got nice kill, cleared off. I think it was an armored legionnaire, I want to say. And his cavalry there, this could be a game changer. If he gets his cavalry in my rear line with all those light units, it would be pretty much GG. But I'm not gonna let that happen. He's gonna get sandwiched right there. So as you see, I'm going to be cycle charging like fucking crazy over and over again. So the Romans are slowly but surely falling. A lot of good charges. And here we have a single Outsorn just tanking out to a Roman troop. I think what he should have done is let me advance, therefore maybe some skirmishing unit. I think definitely better cavalry. Better cavalry would have been good for him. It's hard to win with Rome, but I think his mistake was that, letting me decide how the charge were happening. Rather than reacting to charges, he took him head-on. As a Roman player, you need to be ready to counter charges in any way you can. Maneuvering, pulling back units, sending another one, having a meat shield ready to blunt the unit there that's not expecting a meat shield there. All these little details, and we're gonna have scout riders being a pain in the ass in the rear line. His cavalry is off the battlefield. His general remains. You see those Outsorn? Fucking Outsorn. This unit is so OP. They should have... I wish Outsorn were a bit less OP. It would change the game so much. I mean, let them be strong, but not that fucking strong. You can just bring 4 Outsorn and it's pretty much GG for Rome. His Legatus is doing a mighty attempt into my Fierce Sword, but he's going to get in trouble now. So yeah, look at this. This is going to be overkill for his general. Shame on me. I pop a fancy charge bomb. So good game, good game. Roman got utterly wrecked. Good job by my general, Outsorn. All of them did fantastic. Let's take a look at the stats. So this is a close victory. This is pretty decisive victory. If we look at the Roman stats, cavalry not doing shit. General, well, yeah. Gladiator, spearman, a waste of money. I think Vigiles, bring Vigiles rather than auxiliary, that's for sure. And I think if you put Vigiles there, you can actually go for veteran legionnaire rather than armored legionnaire, which are way too much expensive. Evocati and Veteran Legionnaires are the way to go with Rome. Altsorn doing fantastic job. Fierce Sword, two of them doing nicely. This one not much. Levy Freeman doing their job. My cavalry, decent performance by them. I think they helped me seize the right moment and always retreating them behind my line made them very efficient. Even though they didn't get this much kill, they set up the momentum. Scout Riders doing their job. Big nuisance in the beginning of the match, and actually pretty important on the initial engagement to just rear charge those armored legionnaires, I think they were. So a good game to Wolf Ulda. This was the last game, so I ended up winning 3 game. He won 1, so I am crowned champion of Use It Lose It tournaments, and for the glory of SH, you guys, for the glory of SH. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle. I'm gonna bring game 2, but it's gonna be in a different video, so thank you guys for listening. I'm gonna leave, yeah, it's fucking pointless, should have said that in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna tell at what time battles begin. I say that at the very end. I'm a retard. Okay guys, thank you all for listening. Have a good one. Bye bye.